ready for some drinking? I know I am. Hey!
We like to watch movies. We like to get drunk. Here's a drunk at the movies. All right.
This here's Jim Bob,
This here's Clint,
and we are back.
and we are the Whiskey Drinkers.
Oh yeah, we're the Whiskey Drinkers, and we're back. You might see these amazing 3D glasses we have on. You might be wondering why. Well, tell them why.
Well, it's because we just finished watching us a film. Now, this here's the Drunk at the Movies, of course, and we have Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. All right.
And this is for the Halloween season. You know,
That's
this
right.
is part of the whole October bonanza we're having.
And that's why we're wearing these funny get-ups.
That's right.
What are you, Bob?
Well, I'm a disco guy.
I'm-
kind of got into Kenny Rogers on a road trip that he was on, and then he
sense.
decided to go back home and grow his hair long, but stay in the disco scene and all that. How about you?
Makes sense. Me? What am I? Military guy.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Well, I support you.
That's right. And we support the troops.
That's right.
Don't get it twisted. All
All
right.
right. Well, this movie's pretty fucking cool. It was pretty interesting.
It was. It was definitely a throwback. It took us back to our childhoods. And the whole time we're sitting there going, was the killer Jason or was it somebody else?
Yeah, because I was telling him like, oh, Clint, I remember this. I remember this from being a kid. The killer ain't Jason. The whole time, and then it turns out the killer was Jason. I was wrong.
Well, wait, it just spoiled the ending for him.
Well, it
That's-
might be Jason, it might not be.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'm
well,
taking these things off because we don't need them anymore.
Pretty hard to see with the damn things. Here, Louie, enjoy some 3D glasses there.
Oh yeah, hurt your eyes,
Fuck
Louie.
you, Louie.
Little
All right, so
beady
first
eyes.
off, I wanted to note it seems to me there's a common theme in all these types of movies.
Yeah, what is it?
All the serial killers seem to have some mommy issues.
They do.
What is that?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
this movie starts with the ending of Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah,
So the first, probably 10 minutes of the movie?
maybe.
Is just
yeah.
the ending of the first one.
And you're
Or the
sitting there,
second one.
you're sitting there going, "What the fuck? Did I get the wrong DVD? Did they put the ending on, and now I'm not gonna get to see?"
Yeah, so you're just like, if you would have
crazy.
sat back in the theater back in, when did this come out?
1970 something.
1982.
Oh,
If you would have been sitting in the theater whenever this came out, and you're sitting there, and like all of a sudden I'm trying, Louis. There you go. And you're,
and that first part comes on.
yeah, and you're like, well, shit, I just paid money for this ticket, and the movie's already over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You'd be so fucking mad.
Didn't make any damn sense.
And it seems like the movie's gonna end, but then it picks up again, and it's basically following this girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well Jason, from the last movie, I guess, his mom's talking to him from the grave.
Yeah.
Ends up almost killing that girl, and then what does she do to him?
Um,
She plants something in his head, or she cuts the back of his neck.
oh, yeah, that goes right down here across his clavicle, collarbone.
But then at the end, you see him kind of scurrying away like a
Yeah.
wounded animal.
Now, I might add that this Jason here is not whenever the guy Kane Hodder started playing Jason.
Oh,
so
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
Jason pre-steroids.
Yeah, this is the guy who's like the little scrawny guy who played him.
Yeah.
He still looks menacing though. I do have to say that. He looks
I'm not saying
tall
that
and.
Kane Hodder took steroids or anything. I met Kane Hodder.
Well, no, I know what you
not
mean.
Real nice
But
guy.
you mean muscular?
But he's
Yeah, he's built like a brick shit
he
house.
has no neck at all.
Not the guy in the movie, Kane Hodder. The guy in the movie's kind of built like me.
Yeah, kind of.
And
And then, it's funny because throughout the movie, he starts out as Jim Bob, and then he gets into my build.
he kind of does.
And then
actually.
next thing you know, he's like 10 foot fucking tall, and he's
Yeah, he's got these
real big.
fucking
has
hands.
no neck. His neck just all muscle. It's weird.
Now, there's an elephant in the room, everybody, so let me just address that right off the fucking bat. Now, this kid is retarded.
Yeah.
This is a retarded kid who's lived underneath a lake for fucking years.
Yeah, and it's no fault of his own.
No, not at all.
Well,
Not
he didn't really
blaming-
live in the lake. He lived in that shack. Remember, because he had to shine to his mother and all.
But the thing was, like, they killed him when he was a kid or something. He drowned in
He
the
drowned in
river.
the lake because the counselors weren't paying attention.
Exactly, and then he lived there for a little while, and then he probably climbed out and they lived in
Yeah.
that shack and stuff. But then now he's just mad. He's mad at all these
He's
kids.
just pissed.
Wants to kill all the
Can't blame
counselors.
him, really.
So it took us. We're gonna save you the time. It took us about 45 minutes to figure out. Oh shit, these kids are actually camp counselors that are going. Funny thing is though, you never get to see the damn kids.
No, the
Kids never show up.
Yeah.
So this is a couple days before the kids come, where they're going there and kind of getting their bearing and all that shit at the camp, getting ready to counsel.
That's right. So, there you think Jason's dead. He gets the machete in him. Movie's over. You're like all pissed off. But he's not. Now, we go to like how the movie actually begins. The part 3 begins, and we have this character. He probably had a name, but for reference point, we're gonna call him Jim Bob. Jim Bob, the store clerk.
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Jim Bob, the store clerk, is getting bitched at by his wife
Oh yeah.
because he's like doing something with the laundry. I don't know.
And his wife is a bitch.
She is a bitch.
Poor guy.
But Jim Bob, the store clerk, picks up this big bunny rabbit that's in the store. It's like eating carrots.
Yeah.
And he's carrying it
I love
around.
that thing.
And Jim Bob brought something to my attention about how,
Oh.
you're supposed to... You go ahead and tell.
Well, using my smarts, I figured out, these guys, the people writing this movie are going, hey, well, we're going to show... Okay, so basically what happens is it's inside of a store, guy grabs a rabbit, hugs the rabbit and stuff, says, I love you, I won't hurt you like that fucking bitch in the house will.
That's right.
And it's showing you that this guy's a nice-hearted, good guy. He doesn't deserve to die. He's probably not going to die. But the lady who's a bitch... She's probably gonna die.
And she deserves to die.
She deserves to die. But this is a fucking Friday the 13th movie.
Louis agrees.
So fucking everybody dies. All right.
Does the store clerk die? Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He got him somehow.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, store clerk dies. Now, mind you, Jason is 10 foot tall now.
Yeah. He
So,
is.
Like, he looks like he's huge. I don't understand that. Okay, then we go to the counselors arrive. Now, you have your typical people, your typical cast. You got the fat nerdy kid. You got the girls that just want to have sex and party.
Yeah. Just want to have fun.
You got the jock.
Yep.
And then you got the stoner.
Yeah.
Who may or may not be
53
Tommy Chong.
and Tommy Chong.
And
Way too old to be
his
hanging out.
girlfriend,
Yep.
who has the plump ass.
Oh yeah. And then you have the camp counselor guy
Yeah.
who's always has his shirt off. He's trying to have sex with all the
Yeah, the
girls.
jock. So
Oh okay.
that group of people, they arrive at the Camp Crystal Lake, and the one girl, who you can tell there's something a little off about this girl already, but she arrives and she goes up to the one door cabin thing, and opens the door, and somebody grabs her by the throat and rips her into the room.
Yep.
You think, oh shit, Jason's gonna get her right now.
Yep, the movie
Don't
just
waste
started.
any time. Turns out, she knew the guy, but the guy's a pedophile because he's like 40, and she's like 18, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, 18 is legal, so we'll say she's 17.
it was creepy. She was maybe 15,
Yeah,
16.
So that's when we get introduced to Rick the pedophile.
Yeah, that's Rick.
And he's the... Well, they never really say, but we figure he's like the camp...
Counselor,
The main
leader,
counselor guy.
manager guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a pedophile.
Well, at this point, I want to throw in real quick. So far, with the effects and stuff, the title scene was pretty fucking amazing with the 3D effects. And pretty much, I do have to say, throughout this whole fucking thing, all I really saw were poles coming at my face. Things like that. There was a snake effect. It was terrible.
Yeah.
We didn't get it.
Now, mind you, drinking helps.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does make the movie a lot more...
The more we drank, the better those effects
That's
did
right.
get.
All right, so...
Oh,
good.
are we at the part where the guy's taking a shit and drinking whiskey?
Yeah, I guess that'd be the part we're at now.
Yeah, well, there's a guy.
That's
Anyways.
Rick, that's Jim Bob the store clerk.
Okay,
Taking
Jim Bob the
shit.
store clerk. He's eating fish food.
Yeah.
He's a fucking weirdo. Then he's actually taking a shit. They filmed a man taking a shit, drinking whiskey. I mean, that's real
Looks like
life
a
for
bottle
us.
of Jack. They couldn't show the label, copyright things.
That's what we do all the time. We're like, why isn't this in more movies? Well, it is now.
Makes sense. It's more realistic.
It is.
What you got next?
I'm trying to figure out half these notes.
Okay, well,
Let's see. 2 girls, 2 guys.
One Cup. No,
Fat
different
friend.
movie.
The fat boy Shelly. Now let's talk about.
Yeah, a boy named Shelly.
Let's talk about the boy named Shelly. Now
Not to be confused with a boy named Sue.
that's right, but it might as well be called that because he has no fucking self-esteem. What this kid is he's one of those fat kids. He suffers from fat syndrome.
He's the fat nerdy kid.
Yeah, where you got to be that funny guy. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to go out of your way to overemphasize for what you feel you don't have when you actually have it deep down inside,
Yeah.
fat kids.
And you know him. He's the fat kid. He's the funny guy.
Exactly. But he's not actually that funny in this one.
No, not
And
at
he's
all.
kind of fucking annoying.
Pretty annoying.
And he has these gags he plays on people that aren't funny.
Yeah, all these special effects makeup gags.
Yeah, and his special effect, Clint's better at special
Yeah,
effects than that kid is.
There's
Get
like
the
one
fuck
where
outta
he
here.
has the hatchet in his head,
Yeah.
and he pulls the hatchet out, and there's like a piece of hair
Oh,
attached
yeah.
to it that matches
Because
his
he's
hair.
got this little, like, his fro.
It's the white boy fro.
Yeah, he's got the fro, so he must have clipped a couple pieces of his hair off because it looks just like his fro.
Yeah.
You guys gotta watch it. That's the point of this. You guys gonna watch it and you'll see what we're talking about.
All right, so fat kid Shelly, and the one girl that he's trying to get with.
Oh, real quick on the way. Sorry about that. On the way, what do you know when they introduced the stoner? What's the stoner doing? Smoking that wacky tobacco.
Tobacco, yeah.
And there's a point where there's a cop behind them. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then they're like,
they're trying to eat the drugs.
Eat the weed.
So they don't get in trouble.
Eat the weed. And that hippie guy's eating all the fucking weed, and the jock guy's eating the weed too.
Yeah, and they got mouthfuls of what was probably oregano.
And I said, you watch Clint. If they eat that much weed, they'd be fucked up. Guarantee they won't be fucked up in the later scenes.
That's true.
Needless to say, the hippie was, but the jock wasn't. I guess his metabolism, something like that. I apologize.
From all the running and shit that he does.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so they're at the camp. Fat Kid Shelly and the one chick he's trying to hook up with have to go to the store to get some stuff.
Yeah.
So they go to the store.
That'll be $18.50. We don't accept no food stamps.
While they're there, they have a run-in with some of the people from the movie Mad Max.
Yeah, like bikers.
Yeah, these like biker, like.
But they weren't like
post-apocalyptic
real bikers.
people.
They were like what you would see in the Warriors movie.
Yeah.
One of those gangs.
Yeah, because the one guy, like, he was kind of like the leader of the group. He's like this tall, skinny black guy.
Yeah.
He smiles and he's got these pearly white teeth.
And then you got the other guy who, when they went and they were siphoning gas at the one point.
Yeah, he only like grunts when he talks. Right?
He's like, let me do it. And he's like, get the fuck out of here, because the guy knew he was just gonna huff the gas. And,
yeah.
You know.
Let me do it. I know what I'm doing.
Who wants to siphon gas anyway?
Jeez, that guy did. Damn.
All right.
So there's
what do you
that.
got?
But before that, though, before we get to the bikers, before we get to that point in the movie, we saw the typical guy that's in every fucking movie. They almost ran him over.
Yeah.
The guy who warns them.
He's laying in the middle of the road.
He's got some weird fucking eyeball. He's dingling it in their face.
And he's saying that somebody gave it to him, so he might be a friend of the retarded Jason. I don't know.
He could be. He could be his uncle or something. You
Might
never
be.
know. So, and it seems like they get along, and he didn't get killed, so maybe he's his uncle.
But that guy definitely creeped out the kids, and they got back in the van and drove and got the hell out of there.
Oh yeah, and then they didn't. They didn't.
They did what? They did something.
No, they didn't take his words very seriously.
No, they didn't believe him.
Really,
at
that
all.
guy's a fucking weirdo.
So, oh wait,
Okay, go ahead.
touch up on something here. Now, when Fat Boy Shelly and the girl meet with the bikers in the store, they have a little confrontation,
Oh yeah,
and they get out of the store and they get in the car. They're driving a little Volkswagen Bug. It was real popular in that time period.
yeah,
And Fat Kid Shelly's driving. Now, it's probably not a good idea because the chick was driving to begin with.
yeah. In fact, Keith Shelley doesn't look like he knows.
Yeah,
what to
there's
do.
probably a reason he wasn't driving. So he gets in the car and he starts it up and he has this look in his eye. And you can see
Yeah.
there for a minute now, this kid might be crazy.
Now keep in mind the whole time I'm telling Clint, oh, he's the killer. He's the killer.
And we both kind of had him pegged as the killer.
Yeah, so we're like right there. You see that murderer in his
Yeah.
eye, and we're wrong. Anyways,
So he puts the car, he goes to put it in drive and pull out, he puts it in reverse and backs into their bikes.
now I think it was an accident. I think it was just out of his own stupidity.
Yeah, I totally agree.
He was real mad when he did it. So I don't know.
So now the black dude is out there with a chain and he's ready to whoop some ass.
Yeah, and I was telling Clint when a guy pulls a chain off, he wears around his neck and starts to use it for a fighting tool.
Yeah.
He means business.
Yeah. So he breaks out the windshield in the Bug, and they pull out and they get away from him and whatnot. Now I thought that he was going to hit him.
I did
I
too,
thought he was going to run him over with the car.
I did too.
He probably should have.
but he didn't.
He probably should have.
Well, there's a retarded guy attacked a man chick. See, here's the problem, Clint. I can't read a fucking thing I wrote.
I can't read any of that either.
I don't know what the fuck I wrote, but
You took a lot of notes though.
I did. I just wrote them like chicken
I only
scratch.
took half that.
Oh, okay. So with the main girl in this, you come to find out this one girl's the main girl. You come to find out that when she was a little girl, or a couple years earlier, some retarded guy in the woods chased her through the woods.
Yeah.
And let me say too, real
And it
quick.
might have been the same camp because it was Jason.
I think it was. I wasn't listening to what she was saying. I was
It was
looking.
definitely Jason.
But it was definitely Jason. And when we say retarded guys, we don't mean anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. He just happens to be mentally
Yeah,
retarded.
he's retarded. It's
But we
not-
don't want to call him like challenged or nothing, because
Because he was able to kill people pretty easily.
He's
So
more-
he wasn't challenged. He was just
if
retarded.
he's challenged, I don't know what I am.
They
Jeez.
might not give him the name for it yet. All right. So
They have some history.
okay, now the bikers end up somehow getting to the camp. And we're not sure how. Maybe it's just because they knew that they were
On their bikes, maybe.
not. Well, no, I'm saying like.
We
not-
did run over the one bike.
But
So
I'm
they want to pay
saying
back.
that the bikers might have known that those weren't local people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, here's what I said. I said that they knew that the new kids are coming into camp at Crystal Lake.
Maybe.
So they're like, okay, these are the counselors right here. It's a good chance. Let's drive up there and see if we can
Yeah.
find. All right.
So, and like Jim Bob mentioned before, they're siphoning gas out of the van,
Yeah.
and the ones like all excited about siphoning gas, nobody gets excited about.
And are they
siphoning.
siphoning into putting their motorcycles? No, they're not.
No, they're siphoning and taking the cans. Which where'd you get the cans from?
Gas station, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
And they're taking the cans in the barn to burn the barn down. Now the only chick in
Yeah.
the biker gang
Yeah.
is in the barn, and this
weird.
is when this hits me. She's an alien.
Yeah.
And how I can justify saying that is because when she's looking around, she's looking at things and banging on things that it's like she's never seen before.
Yeah, it's like any normal person has seen that shit a million times. But see, he thinks she's an alien. Here's my theory. I think that when she was a little girl, all she wanted was a pony or a horse, and her parents wouldn't give her one because she's, touching things, horse things, and banging on shit. I can't explain
She's
that.
rubbing the saddle and it's like all sensual. I'm like, shit, she
A
can
bunch
rub
of that
me
shit
like
was
that.
weird, but I just think she was a little girl who wanted a horse and
I wanted to be that
got with the
saddle.
wrong crowd.
She could rub me like that all day.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, she's an alien. She's whatever. Then we have the fat kid who just happens to be in the wrong places at the wrong times,
He does.
and not by like getting hurt or anything, but he's pulling these little stunts and this and that.
Little gags.
So the chick that he likes is sitting on the dock.
Sitting on the dock in the bay.
dock of the bay.
Yep.
There, I don't remember the next line.
Wasting her time away. That's not how it goes. Then all of a fucking sudden you hear dun it, or whatever the fuck
Yeah, it was kind of like the Jaws theme.
But the
song.
Jaws theme. And then all of a sudden some hand pops out, grabs her by the fucking leg, starts pulling her in there.
Yeah, so you know what's going on right now. Jason's under the water,
Pulling her
coming
in.
out of the Camp Crystal Lake.
Yep.
But now,
No.
well, wait. One very important thing here is whenever she's like screaming, trying to get away from it,
Yeah.
the head pops out of the water, and what do you see?
Wow, the Jason mask. The old school hockey goalie mask.
That's it. So, which I don't have. I should have had that mask when I was being hockey guy.
Should have been.
Should have. But
But explain that to him. Explain how cool that is.
this is interesting.
We figured this out. We may be the first people in the world to figure this out. But go ahead.
Now, how many sequels does your main character not develop his appearance until the third film in the what do we call this? I guess the series.
Series. I've never heard of that ever
So
happening.
it's the third film in the series before the main character actually develops his style.
Because number one, Friday the 13th is his mom.
Yeah, his mom does all the killing,
Number two, it's actually him.
but he's
know.
a little retarded boy.
But we don't. Yeah, he's a retarded boy. He has that mask on his head and the
Well,
potato
no,
sack.
he just has just a sack with
yeah,
the one
yeah. But what you're saying is, we don't. That's not how we know Jason is. So this third one, it's some fucking dickhead fat kid that nobody
playing
likes.
tricks on people.
Exactly. That's who brings the fucking mask in. Wow, who would fucking
He brings the
figure?
mask to the camp,
Uncovers
He's-
everything. Yeah.
wearing the mask, messing with people, and Jason finds the mask, puts it on, and then we have the image of Jason that we've come to know and love.
It's like you live your whole fucking life thinking one thing,
And then you get fucked right in the ass.
and it just happens every day. Wow. Well, here's something I want to say real quick. Figure this might be interesting. Put this down in the comments if you guys have any ideas. Now, Jason, we know that he lived down in that lake for a while, right?
Yeah.
Now, was he just laying on the bottom with the mud puppies and
I
stuff?
don't think he was living in the lake.
Oh, he's just living around the lake.
Yeah, I think he was just living around the lake.
Oh, okay. Because I know he can like breathe under there and stuff. I just didn't know if he had like a place set up. Maybe put some rocks and stuff so he had a little
Maybe.
campsite.
And that's where we get Land of Lake Butter. Not really. So the girl gets away, and you see the fat kid with the mask, and he's got the harpoon thing on his stick thing he's
Yeah.
messing with her with. He's like, don't let that be a lesson. You shouldn't be out here by yourself, whatever.
Yeah.
So she goes away because she had dropped his wallet
Oh,
in the water.
Being a dumb bitch going into his personal
Yeah,
stuff.
trying to look for his rubbers. Maybe she was going to use it with the jock. Who
Yeah, because
knows?
he does have rubbers.
He has a rubber in his wallet, which is a bad thing to do.
Yeah, you
just for you
look
kids
lame.
out there.
Don't use rubbers.
Well, no, it's not so much that, Jim Bob. If you
Oh.
put it in your wallet, the heat and the friction of the
Oh.
open it will break
Oh.
down the stuff, and
Yeah.
that's how women get
I
pregnant.
thought you were saying it's a bad idea because you shouldn't use rubbers, which I agree with.
Well, yeah, it does take all the feeling away.
It does.
But we're not going to talk about that.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking about this movie.
Very true.
So she walks off the pier and she walks down along the coast of the lake there.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get the wallet out. So she takes off her shoes and socks and starts wading out into the water to get the wallet. because she feels bad, I guess.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And she turns around, and there's
Motherfucking Jason, right?
well, you think it's fat, stupid kid.
I didn't think it was him because he wasn't fat.
Yeah, he was like tall, and his hands looked like he was 30.
Yeah, he was a little stupid. Man.
And he like aims the harpoon at her.
Yeah.
Because now it's not the stick anymore; it's an actual harpoon.
And then she, did you notice how he was? He put it up against that pole because he
Yeah.
needed to get,
Little leverage,
a little leverage in there. And she said, "No, stop it for real. This is
Yeah,
some
it's not
serious
funny
shit."
anymore. And then he fucking shoots her right in the eye.
Kapow! Right in the
Right in the
fucking
goddamn
eye.
eyeball.
And she fucking fell into the water, never to be
She's
seen
dead.
again. Wow.
So, right there is Jason's first kill with his mask,
Oh, definitely. And it was in 3 fucking D.
and it was in 3D.
So,
So a bunch more stuff happened.
well, there's a couple more kills I want to say. Yeah, there's a time lapse right there where I can't really remember some of it. Some other shit happened. The guy was trying to have sex with the young girls again.
Oh yeah, pedophile Rick.
Yeah, and the whole time me and Clint are just talking like, who is it? Who's Jason for real? Well, Jason's Jason. Anyways, so
Yeah, we thought it was the fat kid.
some of the kills that I really enjoyed, the one guy was doing, he kept doing handstands. I don't know
Yeah,
what
he's
the
walking
fuck.
around the house doing a handstand like some fag.
So Jason opens up the door. He looks between his legs like up, if you can picture that, and he sees Jason. Goes, holy shit! And Jason goes, bam! Cut him right in
Circumcised.
fucking half.
Circumcised him right there.
Circumcised his body off his fucking. other
Circumcised his
piece.
fucking stomach.
That's right.
That's what happened.
And then another one was when he squeezed that guy's fucking head.
Oh,
the
yeah,
child molester, popped out. See ya.
Yeah. So therefore, Rick the pedophile wasn't the murderer.
They're very
But
true.
you know what? You couldn't feel bad for that. You were happy because the pedophile got what he deserved.
Well, there's a point. Okay,
The same.
when the fat kid, what's his name?
Oh,
Susan or something.
Sally.
Sally. When Sally is,
Sally?
Sally walks through the
Whatever.
door, and she falls. Like
His
the fat
neck's
kid-
all slit.
Yeah, his neck's all slit. Well, we were even saying like, well, I think that's really Jason, but he just faked his neck slit. Well, no, he actually died.
Yeah, he was actually dead.
So yeah, that's pretty much that. And then the ending I have. So
All right, so it comes down to the main girl that was a little shady in the beginning.
Yeah.
We didn't know why until she told pedophile Rick the story.
of when she has some history with the little retarded Jason chasing
Yeah.
her through the woods.
So it comes down to her and Jason,
Yeah,
hockey face Jason,
yeah, real Jason.
and real Jason, not that fake retarded Jason.
Yeah,
Well, he's still retarded Jason, just underneath.
but
the
and it's
hockey face.
okay that he's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't make him any better
Yeah,
or worse.
Yeah, it actually makes him a little bit better. He's got that retard strength.
That's very true. And that's how you can kind of like put this science up to this.
Yeah, that's how you can justify him
Yeah, exactly,
because he's 10 foot tall and he's got retard strength.
exactly. All right.
Oh yeah, I agree. Louis says retard strength is not politically correct. I agree,
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not. But what else we got?
Louis a little edgy. Louis,
Anyway.
shut the fuck up, Louis. All right.
So those two were fighting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jason and the chick, and I'm gonna cut through a bunch of bullshit. You just have to watch the
yeah,
movie.
just a bunch of shit happens.
But Jason ends up taking an axe to the dome.
Oh man, right to the fucking
Like
dome.
fucking 80s rap music, axe to the dome style.
Well, even before that, I just want to say this: she hung him,
oh yeah.
and he just pulled that rope. And he said, "Nah, fuck this. You're not hanging me today."
Oh yeah, and he lifts up his mask and he smiles and kind of laughs at it.
Wow, like real
It's like,
creepy.
hey, yeah, that was me all them years ago chasing down in the woods.
Now I think there was a point there where I can't remember what the fuck happened, but I think there was a point where there was a shift in Jason where he said, where I really felt that Jason was like, I just want to kind of hug her and kiss her and stuff. I'm not trying to fucking kill her anymore.
And then she cracked him with a shovel
Yeah,
and
and then-
kind of snapped him out of it.
And whenever you're going, people think you're trying to kill him when you're just trying to get a hug.
And he's retarded. I mean,
Very true. Very retarded.
Now think about it this way: it's dark out,
Yeah.
you're covered in blood, and you look like Sloth from the Goonies.
Yeah.
Sloth might have just wanted some love, and they took it the wrong way.
They were going to hit you with a shovel.
That's why you got to be nice to retarded people. You
That's
never
right.
know.
So then it goes to the ending. What she decides to do, I don't know why the fuck she decides
Yeah, it made
this.
no sense.
Goes out on a boat in the middle of the fucking little lake.
So she's sleeping in the damn boat out in the middle of Camp Crystal Lake.
He's got chairs and shit under there, living under there, and that's where she decides to
What's
go.
funny too is that lake looks nothing like Crystal Lake from
It
the
looked
other
like a little
movies.
tiny little
It looked like
place.
a pond.
A little tiny pond. So anyway, she's sitting in this little fucking pond, and what happens? Oh, she looks up in the mirror and she sees Jason, and it looked like he had
What's in the
a
mirror?
no. I'm sorry, in the window.
Oh.
Up
in the
attic.
house. Yeah.
Because he's laying there. Oh, the cops come. No, that's before.
No,
that.
that's people. She wakes up. She looks in the mirror.
Yeah,
In the
thank you.
mirror. I'm saying it now. She looks in the window of the house and she sees Jason up there without the mask.
Oh, looking horny as all hell.
Yeah,
In the window.
He's like,
going,
he's like, I'm gonna get me something because she's like, ass, like face down, ass up.
Oh yeah, even though she
You know,
looks
like
scared
that
out of her
song.
mind, face down,
Remember that-
ass up.
that
I
song?
remember.
I heard that song somewhere.
Even though she
Who
was
did that
scared
song?
out of her mind and crying, she looked like she maybe wanted a little bit of D.
Who did that song?
Ass down, face up. I don't know. Put it down in the comments. Who made that song? Face down, ass up.
I think you know who did that song.
I really don't.
Because you introduced me to it.
I know what it is, but I can't think of. Well, anyways, let's get back to Jason. Now what happened? She's laying in that boat.
Was that Eddie Fester? Did he do that song?
Oh yeah, do
Yeah, it
remember?
was. It
Yeah,
was Eddie
I fucking
Fester.
hate that guy.
Yeah, Jim Bob doesn't like him
Let's not
personally.
talk-
He's met him, but he does like his music.
Those two assholes, I don't like them. Let's not talk about them.
One half would be a little. He's a little sore over it. Anyway, so she's in the boat.
Yeah.
And she sees him.
Looking
and then-
fuckable.
Yeah. She was looking pretty.
She
fuckable.
was.
And so she sees Jason again, coming outside, and then she's like screams, and she like looks, and he's not there. And
There's like 100 jump scares.
damn that.
And then basically, should I just tell him? Should
Yeah,
I
just
bust a
tell
nut?
him. Just
And
tell
then
him.
all of a sudden, just like in the first movie, kind of a throwback, the mob pops out looking dead as shit, grabs her, pulls her in. But then it turns out the cops come. They figure out she's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, she's lost her damn mind.
She lost her mind. Jason's still laying there. There's no sign of any of this shit happening. And at the end, the cops don't even fucking pick up Jason's body. They just leave it laying there.
There's no caution tape, no nothing. They just left the body laying there.
God damn. Well,
All right, well,
That was our opinion.
That's the end of this Drunk at the Movies.
yep.
The next Drunk at the Movies will be your fan picks, which is
Yes.
the poll is going on right now on Facebook.
Your
But by
fan.
the time this comes out, you probably won't see that.
And it'll be one picked, so get on there and do your thing.
That's right.
Or
so,
if it's later. But yeah, if you guys should be watching these movies along with, like, before this, then watch this, and then be commenting down there below what you guys think, how on point we are with this.
that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
So happy Halloween, everybody.
All right, we'll see you later.
See you next time.
All right.
What the fuck are you doing? Oh, you're already.